What's up, Josh here with Terradrift, and today we're taking a look at the On Cloudrock Edge Raw hiking boot, which is white, but it's more than just white. It's undyed and made with recycled materials, which is a big step toward more sustainable footwear. But we'll get into that in a minute. Let's start with some of the big features. First, the Cloudrock Edge Raw boots are obviously mid-rise, waterproof hiking boots with On's trademark Mission Grip sole. It features this blocky, often hollow tread, which is intended to give you traction on a wide range of surfaces, but also be springy and provide cushion with every step. A big plus when you've got on a heavy backpack. The boots weigh in at 16.58 ounces each, or just over 2 pounds per pair, which is fairly lightweight for waterproof hiking boots, and right in line with other all-weather synthetic boots like the Vasque Breeze. As far as sustainability goes, these things contain 40% recycled content, but the big story here is that they're undyed and unbleached. Why is that a big deal? Well, synthetic clothing dyes have huge negative impacts on their surrounding environments and communities, namely by way of releasing toxic chemicals into natural waterways that can disrupt natural ecosystems and make nearby communities sick. Plus, the dyeing process requires immense amounts of water that can't be fully filtered and reused. Yes, other dyeing processes exist that aren't as harmful, like natural dyes and waterless dyes, but they can be unpredictable and expensive for brands to use. So hey, why not just take dyes out of the process entirely? Better for waterways, better for people, fun for the outdoor gear. I mean, white may seem like the last color you'd want for outdoor gear, but there's just something so satisfying about getting white gear good and filthy. I mean, every mud splatter, every blood stain becomes a story to tell, a badge of honor. I'm actually a big fan of white gear, honestly. But color or lack thereof aside, how did these things perform? Well, I've been using these boots for about 3 months, hiking on just about every type of surface imaginable. We're talking sand, gravel, mud, wet, dry, and craggy rock, creek beds, ice, snow. You get the idea. And through it all, they remained really comfortable. They never felt too tight or too loose, and I didn't experience any blisters or hot spots, which is huge for me. They didn't require much, if any, break-in period, and while backpacking with heavy loads, they gave me enough spring so my feet weren't outrageously sore at the end of the day. The boots felt rugged and held up really well, even on rocky mountain hikes, with a nice understated toe cap to protect your toes. And unlike their counterpart, On's Cloud running shoes that we reviewed a couple years ago, I didn't have any problems with rocks or sticks getting lodged up inside of the tread, which was a pleasant surprise. The waterproof membrane worked perfectly. I was able to stand in a stream without any leaks, which is very important if you're going to be doing a lot of stream crossings or snowy hikes. But that brings me to my only issue with these boots. See, while that blocky tread is a great idea in some respects, the rubber used for the soles left something to be desired, because walking on wet rock proved difficult, and when crossing streams I had to be extremely careful not to lose my footing and just topple over. Now, normally there are conditions where I give shoes a pass. Some terrain is just so slippery there isn't much you can do about it. But the rubber used, along with the stiffness of the sole, makes this shoe a problem for slick terrain, especially when compared to the fact that Alisha was walking the same trails as me in different boots and had little to no problems with slipping on those same surfaces. As far as that stiff sole goes, however, it's actually just what you want for doing serious hiking, with enough give to make all-day backpacking comfortable. So if you do most of your hiking in the desert or tend to stick to fair weather hiking or dry, rocky terrain, the stiff sole will be more of a benefit than an issue. But let's move up to the ankle, which is also very comfortable and supportive. I didn't experience any ankle rolling on long hikes or when backpacking, and it really holds your foot in place when going downhill, and keeps your toes from slamming into the front of the shoe. As far as sizing goes, I got a 9.5, which is my normal shoe size, which turns out to be just fine for me, but I only wear a single sock with my boots. If you wear double socks or a liner sock, you're probably gonna want to go up at least a half a size, which is the general rule when buying hiking boots anyway. So I've already touched on what makes this particular boot sustainable, but the brand as a whole is actually doing some really innovative things, including their new Clean Cloud technology, which captures carbon emissions and turns them into shoe foam. Yeah, sounds crazy, right? The brand says its goal is to replace the foam in its entire line with Clean Cloud foam, which is a really exciting prospect. It's innovations like these that make me want to support the brand with my purchases. Plus, this and most of their other shoes are vegan, so that's important. Sustainability aside, this is a great shoe for backpacking and serious hiking. The waterproof membrane worked beautifully, and as for the undyed part, yeah, it's gonna get dirty, but that's half the fun. You can tell these boots have seen things. Plus, they're comfortable even on long trail days. So pick some up for yourself. We'll throw a link in the description below. And if you enjoyed this video or found it useful in any way, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And be sure to check out our website, terradrift.com, where you'll find even more gear reviews, interviews with your favorite brands, destination spotlights, and more. And stay up to date with our latest adventures on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We're at Terradrift on all of them. As always, thanks for watching. Now get out there, get those boots dirty, and wander on. And I'm not kidding about getting the boots dirty, and also, like, you can wash them. Like, it's fine, right? You know? But, I mean, look at this. They're starting to turn kind of red, I guess, because we were just in Utah, and that dust just settled right in there. So you can actually look at your boot and be like, yeah, I can tell exactly where that's been. So that's cool. They've got a story to tell. Anyway, at the risk of being super corny, these boots were made for hiking, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do.